All right, so here she is, one of the best wrestlers in this or any division. You hear a lot of parents say, I got to get my daughter in jiu-jitsu. How about getting them in wrestling? You turn out a product like this.
By having that wrestling approach, she possesses something different. She's constantly on the forward. She understands the ability to train. The way that your body starts to respond to being fatigued, she has done that since she was a very little girl.
Yeah.
And the beauty in the wrestling is that as a kid, she didn't just wrestle girls. She wrestled little boys.
Right.
So now as she's competing in the female divisions, she understands competition across all genders. The ability to compete is what carries this young lady to being so dominant in her performances.
She is so gifted in transition. It'll be a pleasure to watch her work here tonight. She has a difficult matchup in front of her. Well, for my money, she is as accomplished a striker as any woman in the game at present. Tonight, though, she's got to focus on keeping this fight upright.
She has to stay on her feet. If she is taken down early, it will be a long night for her. She has to manage the space. She has to sprawl and brawl, and she has to fight with that ferocity that she is known for. It's the aggressive attitude, the aggressive approach that she takes that makes her one of the more exciting fighters in the UFC.
And she told us in our fighter meeting on Thursday, she doesn't necessarily want to fight on a napkin in the center of the octagon, right? She wants to control distance, manage range effectively. She has certainly done that every step of the way thus far in her UFC career. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Randa Quiet Storm Markos. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tecia, the Tiny Tornado Torres.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Do it.
The Tiny Tornado, Tecia Torres out of Fall River, Massachusetts. And it's really been remarkable to watch her respond to some career adversity and display a new version, a more aggressive version of Tecia Torres. That is the version she wants to showcase here tonight. And had she won a split decision against Mackenzie Dern a couple of years ago, might have already fought for the title. She didn't want to hear that noise. She's ready to get a finish here tonight. Oh, great block there. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
Oh, Superman punch. Torres gets the single leg takedown.
Nice pass.
We march on, 3 minutes to go.
Oh, nice. All right, she's in the north-south position.
Oh, big shots from the top. Markos is in half guard. Ground strikes really adding up for her now. Torres getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Striking from every position lands a strike from the bottom. Oh, right into mount.
Markos is back to the north-south position now. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Markos. Oh, you heard the crowd pop after that grueling ground battle. The athletes make their way back to the feet.
The athletes are up, and they need to take in the admiration. The crowd is appreciating the high-level grappling exchanges that they just experienced.
Immediately gets the underhook. Seemed like she wanted out of the clinch there. Round 2 is next.
Take a deep breath and recover. This next round, we really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain dominant position.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful job getting the foot to the head there. That's a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down to get another one off to finish the fight. Oh, nice kick. Straight punch lands. She gets in very close and gets to the single collar tie.
And again, she slips off the center line, avoids the contact. Great head movement there for her the entire fight tonight.
Great head movement. You can see that in the gym. They got the rope tied to 2 posts in the boxing ring. And she's moving side to side, working that drill. She's a very hard person to land a clean strike on. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
And now some knees.
Holy smokes!
Oh, beautiful hip toss there to take her down. She's flying Cormier Airlines tonight.
She's flying first class. She got thrown right on her head. You got to keep those hips back if you're going to defend this position. Beautiful transition. And now she's in mount. Oh, big elbow.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup. It's tight.
Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's gotta be it. Oh, she got out.
She actually got out of it. Hard submission to escape.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Oh, she's got her back.
She's stepping over in the mount here. She does a good job of recognizing that the shots are coming, and she's got to get out of the way.
All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submissions to try to put her opponent on awareness. And these submissions will be used to reverse the position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent.
Torres is in half guard. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
She's controlling you on the ground. You can't let that happen. That looks good for the judges. Although it's boring. Look for your reversals. You gotta scramble. I need you to put...
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Beautiful. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
She does a great job being technical. Great punchers.
She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Nice, low single takedown.
Torres is in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount.
Nicely done. Torres is back in full mount. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, she's on bottom, but defensively avoiding a lot of these headshots. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and getting back to your feet. Oh, big elbow.
Nice positional control here. Markos is back into full guard. Oh, that's a beautiful escape and reversal by her there.
Unbelievable sweep. She did a fantastic job, and now she has her back.
Scramble, scramble, scramble!
Markos is in half guard.
And now she's in mount.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Markos.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can.
All right, you got 1 minute. 1 minute left.
Markos is looking for that arm triangle. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
30 seconds left. 30.
Man, these women are putting on a show tonight. The crowd absolutely loving it as they make their way back to the feet.
The crowd's going crazy because they just saw two high-level grapplers mix it up on the ground. It was phenomenal to watch.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, listen to me. You're looking great. You're winning this fight everywhere. This round, I want you to control the fight on the ground. I think you can get that submission from side control position, okay?
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. And just misses with that big right hand.
Oh!
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing. She's got to get on the fight. She's got to get out. so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her. Oh, yes, now we're going. Oh, right hand land. There you go.
Right down.
Oh!
Oh, beautiful level change.
Working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Randa Markos. Ooh, she's setting up an arm bar now. Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tapping.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, how about that? Position over submission. Probably a good decision there.
Work.
DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back, as I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful.
That was a slick transition. This is a terrible position.
Torres is back in full mount.
She could get the sub here.
90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Torres. Another ground and pound strike lands. She's defending pretty well here, avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Markos is in half guard. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
All right, so after a great back and forth engagement on the ground, the fighters get back to their feet, and the crowd really showing their support for these two women.
The crowd goes crazy because they appreciate the high-level grappling that these two women just exhibited for them.
Deep breath. Great. Last round coming up. We got 5 minutes. I want you to go out there and finish this fight.
All right, so big round for her there. Not much wasted motion when it comes to the ground strikes. DC, take us through the highlights.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, when you watch someone that is so well-versed at ground and pound fighting, it is a joy to watch, especially for a guy like me. She did a great job of truly knowing exactly where she needed to go. She does not go crazy with strikes. She finds the correct time to throw them, and she makes every single one of them count.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Well, new round, same result as she continues to attack the bottom. Oh, and there's a kick now to the body. That one blocked by Markos.
What a nasty kick. That was thrown with ill intent.
Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively. She lands a nice leg kick here. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you have the Anderson Silva situation.
A commitment to excellence. She finally gets this fight to the ground after many failed attempts. She was not discouraged. Now she has this fight exactly where she wants it. All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting that body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan. She spoke to us in the fighter meeting about going to the body, about investing, not worrying about seeing the outcome right away. And it's starting to show now as this fight gets longer.
Well, she is clearly going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there, DC. Got to think she's got to go balls to the wall for submissions now.
She's got to go crazy. All those things her jiu-jitsu coach showed her. Don't try this, don't try that. You got to try it now because nothing else is working.
Wow, is she applying a lot of pressure here? I'm not sure how much her opponent can take. Clear sense of urgency here as she tries to make sure the judges stay out of it. All right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her. She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on her opponent.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. So we go under a minute to go in the fight.
Fight back.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
She gets space and gets some separation.
All right, so she attacks the body yet again, and now you really see those bruises, Daniel, starting to accumulate.
Well, she did everything to do that, and she was able to stay the course. Even when something got blocked, even if something got defended, she never changed the way that she attacked. It's beautiful to watch a person so rooted in the game plan, and that game plan paying dividends.
Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Tecia, the Tiny Tornado Torres.
All right, so a dominant effort out of the kickboxer here tonight, and if you can't finish the opposition, you want to dominate, and she certainly did that against a very good wrestler tonight.
Well, you want to dominate in this way. I mean, she looked great, and she truly showed why she is ready for that next step. You got to cross something to get somewhere, and tonight she crossed a hurdle that many thought would be very difficult for her. She really dominated this wrestle, John.